Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran's judiciary has called for swift punishment over protest violence, with Chief Justice Gholam Hossein Mohseni-Ejei calling for swift trial of those accused of killings or arson. His statement comes as Iranian authorities held a funeral procession in Tehran for those they say were killed in recent protests. State media showed coffins carried through crowds, some displaying images of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Officials say more than 100 civilians and security personnel were honoured. Iran has warned US allies in the region that it will strike American military bases if Washington attacks. A senior Iranian official said the message was delivered to countries including Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Turkey, following threats of US intervention by President Donald Trump. A rights group says the death toll from Iran's unrest is nearing 2,600. While Iranian officials confirm direct contacts with the United States have been suspended. US President Donald Trump has said the United States would take very strong action if Iranian authorities proceed with executing protesters amid their crackdown on a popular uprising. Speaking to CBS News on Tuesday, Trump has said Washington would respond firmly if reported hangings go ahead, after being asked about claims that executions could begin as early as Wednesday. The death toll from unrest in Iran is nearing 2,600, according to a rights group. The report comes as Tehran increases diplomatic outreach to the US allied countries amid warnings of possible US intervention by President Donald Trump. Israeli officials say assessments point to a potential US intervention, though the timing and scope remain unclear. And Israel's security cabinet has been briefed on the risk of regime collapse in Iran. China's government has instructed domestic companies to stop using certain US and Israeli cybersecurity software. Two people briefed on the matter said the move was taken over national security concerns and affects software from around a dozen foreign firms. Among the US companies named are Broadcom-owned VMware, Palo Alto Networks, and Fortinet, while Israel's Checkpoint Software Technologies is also included. President Donald Trump says the United States needs Greenland for national security, repeating his call for Washington to take control of the island. In a post on Truth Social, Trump called the Arctic island vital to countering Russia and China. Denmark and Greenland reject the claim, saying the territory is not for sale. Denmark and Greenland will meet US Vice President J.D. Vance at the White House amid controversy over Greenland's future. The talks follow comments by President Donald Trump suggesting US control of the strategically located island. Denmark and Greenland reject the idea, saying the territory is not for sale, a position backed by several EU countries. Global attention will turn to US President Donald Trump next week as political and business leaders gather in Davos for the World Economic Forum, debating how to balance his leadership style with the forum's commitment to open markets and multilateral cooperation. After a year of unsettling the liberal international order since returning to office, Trump is set to arrive at the Swiss resort to address the forum on Wednesday, held under the theme, A Spirit of Dialogue. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is also scheduled to participate in the meeting. Venezuela's senior lawmaker has claimed that more than 400 people had been released from prison, a figure that conflicts with reports from rights groups, which put the number at between 60 and 70 in recent days. The releases come amid renewed calls for the freedom of those held for political reasons. National Assembly President Jorge Rodriguez has made the statement during a parliamentary session on Tuesday. Russia says it remains open to peace talks on Ukraine, but rejects any ceasefire without a full deal. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has said that Moscow is ready for serious negotiations, adding that it would help if Washington briefed Russia on its latest peace proposals, amid reports of possible US outreach to Moscow. At least 31 people were killed and dozens injured after a train derailed in northeastern Thailand. A construction crane collapsed onto two carriages, sending the train off the tracks and briefly sparking a fire. Officials say nearly 200 people were on board. Authorities have ordered an investigation as rescue teams continue searching the wreckage. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.